Yeah, welcome to Point to Point channel. So today we'll discuss about Spring Boot REST OpenAPI 3.0 specification. Like we'll cover what is OpenAPI 3.0 and what's the difference between Swagger 2 versus OpenAPI 3.0, and the Spring Fox versus Spring Doc Java library, and how to scan a specific packages by the Swagger, and how to consider a specific paths of our controllers, and how to disable API docs and Swagger UI in the case of production. Okay, and the key annotations of Spring Doc. Yeah. So yeah. Um, so before starting this Spring Doc Open API library, so I just want to give you a quick introduction about Swagger. However, I already covered in my previous video where I discussed about Swagger 2 specification. So um, So basically, Swagger enables us to automate the generation of API documentation of all our REST API, so that all consumers of our REST API will come to know all the details of our APIs, API names and parameters, and what is the return type. Okay, how to test. Okay, all the details. Uh, so and whenever we update our API, and start the server, it will scan all our controllers with the help of some key annotations, and it will update the Swagger UI automatically. Okay, so that's the beauty of Swagger. Okay. uh, so Smart Bear company, so they just donated their Swagger 2 specification to OpenAPI in 2015. So then from then onwards, okay, it has become a OpenAPI 2.0 specification, and OpenAPI, they don't do any new enhancements at that time. And around in 2017, OpenAPI come up with a new version, that is 3.0 version. Okay, so with some new features, and after that, they were continuously releasing new versions. I guess 3.0.3 is the latest version. Okay, so Spring Doc Java library has given a complete implementation for this new OpenAPI 3.0 specification. So that's what we are going to discuss about this one shortly. Okay, so and it is recommended to use the Spring Boot version, greater than 2.6 version whenever you are using the OpenAPI. Okay, so this is Swagger UI, and even it also supports OAuth 2 also. Okay, so now without wasting time, let's jump into the coding part. Okay. Yeah, so before discussing about our demo project, I just want to correct one thing. Okay, in my previous video, in the end of video, I was facing some issue with the get call, right? So that's because of here I just passed a capital I in the place of ID. I just passed a capital I. So we are supposed to pass a small ID. So this ID should match exactly with the variable name, whatever you specified in the employee DTO. Okay. So just want to correct this one. Okay, so after that, here you can see, so this is just a demo project, so just to demonstrate this open API. Okay, so nothing fancy here. I mean, I just have a model mapper, two controllers are there. This is just a user controller, and this is a employee controller, where I have all CRUD operations about the employee. Okay, and this is just a entity. Okay, and these three classes are related to handle the exceptions. Okay, and here you can see this is just a model. Okay, and this is just a repository to interact with the database. Okay, and this is just a service package, nothing fancy. So this is just a service package, and this is just a main class. Okay, and here application dot properties, where I just maintained a database specific properties. That's it. Okay, so now let's come to this pom.xml. Okay, so here, so if you want to use OpenAPI 3.0 specification with the help of Spring Doc Java library, so then we need to add this particular dependency. Okay, so I'm just uncommenting this particular dependency over here. Okay, yeah. So we just need to add this particular dependency, and so let me start the server also here. Okay, so yeah, so here if you see, it will take a while. Okay, meanwhile I will show you the workbench. Okay, So here you can see we don't have any tables over here. Now, as soon as I start the server, it will create an empty table with the name employee. Okay, over here. Okay. So yeah, it's starting the server. Okay. And so here, whenever you are using OpenAPI 3.0, the API docs path is v3/API-docs. So, in the previous video where we used Swagger 2, so there /v2/API-docs, here /v3/API-docs. Okay, just note this point. And you can also see API docs in the AML format. Okay, so for that API-docs .aml, just you need to type. And this is also one more important point. OpenAPI 3.0 Swagger UI path is slightly changed. Okay, swagger-ui.html. In the case of Swagger 2.0 specification, for the older 2.x version, so this was the path. So, and after that, for the same Spring Fox, 3.0 version, they just slightly changed it to swagger-ui/. That's it. And again, in the case of OpenAPI, again they started using the older convention swagger-ui.html or swagger-ui/index.html. Just note this point. Okay. So I hope server has started. Okay. Yeah. So let me hit a few URLs for API docs and Swagger UI. Okay. So localhost, um API docs. Okay, slash. Uh, Okay, so this URL is to see the Swagger UI. Okay, here you can see swagger-ui/index.html, or you can type swagger-ui.html also. Okay, so and one more URL is localhost:8080/v3/API-docs. Yeah. So these are the two important URLs, v3/API-docs. This is to see the all the documentation in the form of JSON format, and even we can hit API-docs.aml also. Then the same thing we can see in the AML format. Okay. So far so good. Uh, so here you can see. So just by adding a single dependency over here, Spring Doc-OpenAPI-UI. So we are able to see both a Swagger UI and as well as API-docs. So here you can see like we can see employee controller and as well as user controller also. Okay, and we can see OpenAPI definition something. So now it's a time to customize our Swagger, right? So we need to change this OpenAPI definition. So that how to change in the sense. Okay, just go to this. Uh, so in the case of Swagger 2, did you remember? I mean, so we just added a docket. Okay, we just created a docket. So there we have added title, description, everything. Okay, now here in the case of OpenAPI, we no need to create any kind of bean. Okay, so they just gave one annotation, that is OpenAPI definition. Okay, so here you can see, yeah. So this is OpenAPI definition. So here if you see, just no need to by heart anything. Here just open this one here, so this is info. This is kind of again one more annotation. So this is one more annotation, info. So that's why what we need to do here. Okay, so this is info, okay, equal to @info. Okay, so again, just jump into this @info. Here you can see title, description, okay, version, contact, license. Okay, uh, so all the required stuff is there within this info. So now as per your requirement, we just need to add whatever we want. So I'm just adding here title, title, title as employee API. Okay, and description, I'm just adding employee CRUD operations, employee CRUD operations. Okay, so there is a spelling mistake. Yeah, employee CRUD operations. Yeah, I just added only two things. Okay, so let me add version also. Version 1.0.0. Yeah, yeah. So I'm fine with these three, attributes. Okay, yeah, so yeah, I have added Spring Boot Dev Tools. So whenever I add any change, it will automatically restart the server. So yeah, it's restarting the server. So let's see whether it is reflecting over here or not. Okay. Now I'm just refreshing. Yeah, here you can see employee API is there, employee CRUD operations, whatever I added just now. Okay, so this is good. Now it's a time to customize our, post call, get call, delete call, or everything, right? For that, what we need to do, okay, just go here, uh, just open employee controller. Okay, um, yeah. Um, so here, what we need to do, okay. So just add one annotation at the rate operation. Operation is there. Okay. So in the case of Swagger 2, it was at the rate API operation. So in the here they just renamed it as a at the rate operation. Okay. Now here just no need to by heart. Just open here. Okay. So here you can see tags are there, summary is there, description is there, right? So yeah. So we will make use of these attributes. So summary. Okay. So I just say this is a post API. Okay. Uh, Description. Okay. So, okay, this is to create employee. Create employee. Okay. And tags is there, right? Tags. So I just say post. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we are good. Okay. And this is a post call. Now here there are two options. To specify the responses, either we can use at the rate API responses, or they have given one more attribute, that is responses. So I recommend to use this one. Okay. So here, just come here, responses is there, right? Now here you can add multiple responses. So as per your requirement, now API response is there, right? So now API response. So now again here, uh, so there is some response code is there. So what usually post call will return 201, right? So I'm just saying 201. Okay, 201. Okay, and so any description is there, right? Okay, so description I say employee is created successfully. Okay, successfully. um, Success successfully. Okay, so after that, what we need to say here, content. Okay, so content equal to, we have some annotations at the rate content here. Okay, so at the rate content. So whenever we have annotations, we need to say this kind of bracket. So again, inside this, we have some media type. Okay, media type. I'm saying application slash JSON. Okay, media type. Okay, and after that, what is the return type of your post call? Okay, so that is schema. Okay, so what we need to say at the rate schema. Okay, so here we need to say implementation equal to, okay, employee dto dot class. Okay, so this is my return type. So okay, so what I have done, okay, I just added one at the rate API response. So this is one possibility in the case of post call. So if it is successful, obviously it will return 201. So employee is created successfully. This is a description. And now coming to the return type, so this is my return type, and this is a format application slash JSON, right? So there is one more possibility, right? In the case of post call, so that is 400 bad request, right? So here, okay, otherwise let me write one more API response. Okay, so here response code, that is 400 bad request, right? So description invalid employee data. Okay, uh, yeah, so I'm fine with this. Why? Because it's just a string only, right? I mean, this is not a JSON format, right? So I'm fine up to here. Okay. So now we just need to add same thing for all other APIs. So now here you can see this is just a get call. Okay, so this is just a get call. So here what I'm changing, this is just a get call. Okay, this is to fetch employee. Okay, this is to fetch employee, and this is just a get. Okay, I'm just changing now. In the case of a successful get operation, this is 200 and employee is fetched successfully. Okay, this is here no need to change anything. Okay, and there is one more possibility. This is not a 400 here, 404. Okay, there could be a possibility of employee not found, right? So employee record not found. Okay, okay, these are the two possibilities in the case of get call. Okay, now similarly let me add for and one more. Okay, so this is a query operation. So here what I'm doing to see all the employees, all the list of employees, not a single employee, to see all the employees. Okay, so this is same get call. Here I say fetch employees. Okay, fetch employees. So here also 200. Okay, in the case of successful response, okay, I can say employees are fetched. Okay, not a single employee, right? So now here this is important. In the case of list of employees, what we need to do, yeah, so here we need to say array equal to, okay, we need to use one more annotation, that is at the rate array schema. Okay, now in the array schema, okay, so we need to say, yeah, so something like this. So this is not just a schema, this is array schema. That is list of employees. That means all our employees JSON will be wrapped in the array, right? So that's why we need to say like this. And 404, yeah, this is fine. Employee record not found. Okay. So now after that, what we have? So this is a update operation, right? So let me copy this post call related one. Okay. Why? Because post and update are almost same. So here you can see, yeah, yeah. So this is to put API. Okay, this is to update employee. Okay, and here also 200 in the case of successful. Okay, employee is updated successfully. Okay, here this is no need to change anything. So here, yeah, 400. Here also there could be a possibility of having invalid employee data. Okay, and one more possibility is here there is one more possibility, that is 404, right? So whenever we update any employee, first we will fetch that employee from the DB, right? So here employee record not found. Okay, yeah, so yeah, we are good. Yeah, after that so let me copy this particular one. Okay, now we have two more operations, that is delete. So this is delete. So I'm just changing to delete API. Okay, so this is to, okay, delete employee. Okay, so in the case of successful delete operation, what is the response code? 204, right? Employee is deleted successfully, right? So yeah, yeah, I mean, this is also, I mean, it's optional whether we can. No, no, sorry. Schema is got at the rate schema. So here, this is empty. Why? Because 204 no content, right? So no content here. Yeah. So why? Because no need to specify the return type, right? In the case of 204. Okay. So yeah. So this is possible. 404 is possible, right? So similarly, I can give the same thing in the case of this is delete all. Okay, so this is just a delete all. So this is a delete employee. So this is to delete employees. Okay, employees are deleted successfully. So here you can see are deleted successfully. Yeah, rest of the thing we can keep it as it is. Okay, yeah, so far we are good. Okay, and we can use one more annotation. So that is here at the rate tag. Okay, at the rate tag. Uh, so this one. Okay, rate tag. So here, let me see what is there. Okay, name description is there. Okay, so here, let's come here. Name. Okay, name. I'm just giving EMP API. Okay, description. Uh, employee APIs. Okay, so here also we can give this tag. And we can give this whenever we pass path parameter, we can give at the rate parameter. So where is that? Yeah, so here you can see this is a get call, right? Yeah, so this is a get call. So here we can see, we can say at the rate parameter, at the rate parameter. Okay, so here we have some description. Okay, I'm just saying this is employee ID. Okay, this is employee ID. uh, yeah, so let me copy the same thing. Why? Because we have this path parameter even in the case of put call and delete call also, right? So here this is put call, so I'm just copy pasting here. Yeah, and similarly delete call also. So here here also we have. Yeah, yeah, so far we are good. Okay, now there is one more annotation. Okay, let me open this employee DTO. So here you can see we can give at the rate schema. So in the case of Swagger 2, it was at the rate API model. Okay, and here at the rate API model property. Here in the Open API, they have given only one annotation, that is at the rate schema. So okay, I'm just giving uh, so description. Okay, so this is employee DTO. Okay, so now let me copy and let me give. So this is employee name. Okay, so yeah, we are good. So I guess it will take a while to start the server internally. So yeah, it's a starting. Oh, it has thrown some exception. Uh, yeah, it is saying model.employee DTO two internal lines. Okay. Uh, one second. So what it is saying, model employee DTO. Error creating a bean with the name employee service IMPL. Lookup failed. Okay. Resolution failed. Nested exception is java.lang.illegal state exception failed to introspect class original spring boot dot employee service IMPL from the class loader. Okay, so yeah, so we are encountering this particular exception, right? So I mean, this is just as a part of server startup. Why? Because we are continuously doing the changes, right? So it has started the server so successfully. So you know um, when we are when we are doing the changes continuously, obviously it will throw some exception, and automatically it will take those updated changes. Okay, uh, so I'm just refreshing the page. Okay, server is started successfully. Yeah, here you can see employee API, employee CRUD operations, everything is there. Now you can see EMP API. Why? Because I just added a tag right here. Okay, employee controller, just come here. Okay, you can see at the rate tag, I just gave EMP API, right? So that's why you can see EMP API and employee APIs, right? And so here we can see now because of EMP APIs. Okay, now get call, post call, user controller, right? So ideally, it should not show like this. Uh, one second. So two. So this is just a post call. I gave tag correctly. Okay. So here this is just a get call. Okay. So this is also get call. This is a not a post call, right? So this is a put call, right? Yeah, this is a put call. I gave wrongly. Okay, put call. This is a delete call, right? Or get call. Oh, this is a delete call, right? So I gave wrongly. This is a delete call. Okay, and this is a delete call, right? I gave wrongly. Okay, so let's see now what happens. Okay, so let's see. It will take a while to reflect this particular change. Yeah, so let me refresh. So here now we can see two get calls and one put call and two delete calls and one post call. So this all is fine. Okay, but somehow it is showing again 6 APIs under the tag of EMP API, right? So so that's because of, I mean, since we have added a tag, okay, so it's showing, okay, see, we added tag to each and every individual API, and as well as we added a tag at the class level also. So what does it mean? All the 6 APIs comes under this particular tag, which is EMP API, and so now each and every individual API again they comes under this particular tag. So for example, we have added get tag to two get calls here. Why? Because one is to fetch a single employee and the second get call is to fetch all employees, right? So that's why here you can see there are two get calls under the umbrella of one get tag, right? So now suppose you don't want to have a class level tag, let's assume. So just comment this, just see the change. Okay, so here, okay, let me, yeah, it will take a while. So now, like we don't see this particular section. Okay, so let's see here. We can see, yeah. So I'm just refreshing in front of you. Okay, yeah. Here you can see. See, we have two get calls, one put call, and two delete calls, and one post call. See, why I just commented class level tag, right? So that's why earlier we used to see all the 6 APIs again under the one more tag, that is EMP API tag. So that's the usage of tags. Now you can customize as per your requirement. If you want to see all your APIs under the EMP API, even you can uncomment this one, right? So yeah, we are good so far. Okay. Uh, so I want to show something else. Okay, so you can come here. Okay, so just open this one. Okay, see, for example, I want to see only user controller. I don't want to see, for example, this employee controller. Okay, so for that, what we need to do? Okay, just go here. Okay, here, see, I have one annotation that is packages to scan. So for example, here you can see I'm giving a package in which we have a user controller, right? So now, okay, I just saved this particular one. Okay, so now with this particular property, we can see only user controller. Why? Because I have instructed Swagger to scan this only this particular package, right? So here, so let me refresh. Yeah, see here you can see only user controller, right? So I'm just commenting this one. Okay. Uh, yeah, after that I want to show, um see, I want to see only employees APIs. I don't want to see user controller. Okay, so for that what we need to do? Okay, so here, see, I have given the path spring dot paths to match, right, slash v1 slash employees, right? So here you can see in the user controller, sorry, in the employee controller, we have this v1 slash employees, right? The same thing I have given. Okay, so now we can see only employee stuff. Here you can see only employee stuff. There is no user controller. So yeah, we can customize with the help of this type of properties. Okay, and after that, for example, I don't want to see in production, okay, this both Swagger UI and as well as API docs. So for that, what we need to do, uh, yeah, we need to add this type of properties: Swagger UI enabled equal to false, API docs enabled equal to false. Okay, so now, you know yeah, it will take a while. Not sure. Let me test. Okay, still we are able to see. Why? Because yeah, see now we are not able to see, right? Yet it will take a while to start the server. So here now this also, yeah. Why? Because I just disabled. So in the case of production, we just need to add this type of properties to production properties file so that no one is able to see your Swagger API and as well as API docs. Okay, I'm just uncommenting. Uh, Sorry, I'm just commenting this. Okay. And one more feature I want to show. Okay, even we can customize this, Swagger UI path and as well as API docs path. Okay, for example, I want to see only slash swagger.html and similarly slash API hyphen docs. Okay, Um so in that case, what we need to do? Okay, so for example, if I refresh also, okay, so of course it is redirected into swagger-ui slash index.html, but here you can see. Um, so now I'm typing localhost colon 8080 slash swagger dot html, right? See, that's what I have given, right? Swagger dot html here, right? So for example, if you try with swagger hyphen ui dot html here, swagger hyphen ui dot html, it will fail. Yeah, it will fail. Why? Because this is a general default path. So here I already customized here. So just note this point, and we need to say localhost colon 8080. If you say slash API hyphen docs, okay, it will work. Okay, if you see this is v3 slash API hyphen docs. If I refresh also, it won't work. Why? Because I have customized over here as per my requirement. Okay, so the last one what I want to show here is in real time. Okay, real time what we do. Okay, so here you can see just add one directory that is static. Okay, so in this directory let's create one index.html. Okay, one file that is index.html. Okay, so here okay, so I have predefined one. Okay, so here if you see swagger.html is there, right? So let me see this application.properties. Yeah, swagger.html is there. So what does it mean? Whenever you hit localhost colon 8080 or whatever your context path, okay, then simply it will read this index.html and it will redirect to this slash swagger.html. Okay, so that's the beauty of this one. Okay, so for that, I mean, we need to restart the server. It won't detect your index.html changes. So let me start the server. So what I want to say here is open one more tab. I just want to type only localhost colon 8080. That's it. I don't type anything slash something something. I no need to type anything. Okay. So here, if you say, I guess it's still starting the server. Okay. I'm just refreshing. Yeah. Here you can see. I just typed only localhost colon 8080. Happily, it has redirected to Swagger page. Right. So yeah. So that's all. So just before closing this video, okay, let me show you some key important things. Okay, so here you can see this is important. I mean, in the case of Swagger 2, so this is the Swagger URL. Okay, swagger-ua.html, and in the case of SpringFox 3.x version, again the URL is changed to swagger-ui slash something, and again in the case of OpenAPI, again the URL has been changed to the older convention, so something like this swagger-ua.html, and these are the some key annotations here. In the case of OpenAPI, at the rate API operation has become at the rate operation. Okay, and similarly at the rate API param has become at the rate parameter. Okay, so this is one thing. Okay, so here you can see basically OpenAPI is just a specification, and Swagger in the sense. Okay, Swagger, is a suite of some tools. Okay, here you can see Swagger Code Gen Inspector, Swagger Editor, Swagger Core, Swagger Parser, Swagger UI. So combinedly, we know it as, I mean, we call it as a Swagger. Okay. Here you can see initially 1.0 specification is with the name Swagger, and 2.0 2.0 also introduced by Swagger only, and then as I said, SmartBear has donated their Swagger 2.0 specification to OpenAPI. So from then onwards, it used to known as a OpenAPI 2.0 specification. So that's why here you can see 2.0 specification is with both Swagger and OpenAPI, and after that 3.0 specification was introduced by OpenAPI. So just note this point, it's important. Okay. Yeah, so these are the key properties as I discussed. I mean, in the application properties of your environment. Okay, so we just need to add this one. So packages to scan. Okay, so you just need to pass your required packages, and similarly paths to match. Okay, so you just need to pass your specific paths. Okay, and if you want to disable in the production, swagger hyphen ui disabled. Okay, and api docs hyphen disabled, the same thing. Okay, and if you want to customize your ui, swagger.ui.path, and if you want to customize your api docs path, so this is the property. Okay, so I hope we covered end-to-end features of all open api. Yeah, so if you really like my video, please like and share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.